Before you take another forkful of sweet potato pie or enjoy a serving of roasted sweet potatoes, picture the massive effort, precision, and agricultural science behind the crop that makes those dishes possible. Because what appears to be an ordinary root vegetable is actually the end result of countless strategic choices, months of field preparation, advanced growing techniques, and a nationwide production network responsible for generating well over 1 million tons every year. And once you understand how American farmers plant, grow, harvest, cure, store, sort, and deliver sweet potatoes to markets across the country, you'll never view this familiar crop the same way. So today, get ready to follow the full journey of how the United States grows and gathers 1.7 million tons of sweet potatoes annually. From soil conditioning and slip production all the way through post-harvest handling, curing environments, long-term storage, grading standards, and distribution systems. Sweet potatoes, called batata or camote in various parts of the world, originated as a warm-season perennial in the tropical regions of South America. Yet in the United States, they're cultivated as an annual because of climate limitations. According to USDA data, the nation produced more than 1.7 million tons of sweet potatoes in 2021, generating roughly $726 million in revenue. And one state outperforms all others, North Carolina, which supplies around 61% of the U.S. total. In 2022, North Carolina dedicated approximately 84,000 acres to sweet potato fields, yielding close to 15 million hundredweight of roots worth over $225 million. To grasp how such enormous volumes are consistently produced, we need to look at everything that happens even before planting begins. Because sweet potato production requires far more than simply putting slips into the ground. It depends on careful planning, disciplined timing, and meticulous field practices. Sweet potatoes are highly vulnerable to skinning and bruising, both of which reduce market appeal and shorten storage life. For that reason, farmers follow a set of pre-harvest steps designed to protect the roots from harm. One key operation, typically carried out 2 to 3 weeks prior to digging, is removing the vines and foliage. This encourages the roots to form tougher skin, a process known as skin set, which significantly reduces damage when harvesting machinery passes over the beds. From the start, soil quality plays a major role in determining yield. Sweet potatoes prefer loose, well-oxygenated soil, so growers begin with field choice, bed shaping, and applying pre-plant fertilizers. Raised beds are crucial. After settling, each ridge should rise about 8 to 10 inches to ensure proper drainage and root enlargement. While sweet potatoes can tolerate a broad range of soils, they perform best in fine sandy loam containing about 1% organic matter, a pH between 5.8 and 6.2, and strong internal drainage. Drainage becomes especially important later in the growth cycle, when many varieties are at risk of souring, a condition caused by oxygen depletion and excess carbon dioxide in waterlogged soils. To achieve high yields, farmers emphasize timely planting. Sweet potatoes are not grown from seeds, but from slips, which are shoots sprouted from mature roots. Slips should be transplanted into the field immediately after being pulled. If growers need to hold them temporarily, the basal ends are placed into moist, soil-less media inside containers, where they begin forming new roots within a few days and can be stored for longer periods without losing vigor. Weak or thin slips are discarded because they rarely develop into strong storage roots. To ensure growers have clean, disease-free planting stock, organizations such as the North Carolina Crop Improvement Association and the North Carolina Foundation Seed Producers supply verified slip material each season. Before bedding, slip roots are typically pre-sprouted at about 30 degrees Celsius with high humidity for roughly 4 weeks to stimulate vigorous shoot formation. Bedding can be performed by hand or mechanically, depending on the production scale. Slips are often treated with fungicides, and the beds may also receive herbicide treatments. When soil-borne diseases are suspected, farmers cut sprouts above the surface rather than pulling them to reduce contamination. Sweet potato roots don't ripen the way fruits do. A small root is just as physiologically mature as a large one, and they continue enlarging as long as soil moisture, warmth, and nutrients remain suitable. Still, growers must dig them before frost kills the vines or before soil temperatures dip below 13 degrees Celsius, since cold exposure decreases quality dramatically. Commercial harvesting generally relies on two systems. The first uses a chain digger that lifts both soil and roots, allowing the soil to drop back through the chain while the roots roll gently behind the machine. The second uses a disc plow that overturns the soil, exposing the roots for workers to gather. Whichever tool is used, harvest requires constant oversight to minimize root injury. Riding harvest aids have become more common since they allow laborers to work more comfortably and consistently, though they don't substantially reduce total labor needs. After being dug, the roots travel up a conveyor where they're separated from vines and sorted manually into appropriate containers. Workers wear gloves to avoid damaging the delicate skin. Once harvested, sweet potatoes enter one of the most critical phases, curing and long-term storage. Curing is essential for reducing losses, healing minor harvest wounds, preventing moisture loss, improving texture, intensifying sweetness, and enhancing overall eating quality. If curing is delayed, wounds dry out and leave visible scars, making the sweet potatoes less appealing to consumers. After curing, their long-term stability depends on proper storage conditions. Ideal storage temperatures are between 13 and 15 degrees Celsius. Temperatures below 10 degrees can cause chilling injury, harming texture, color, and flavor, and encouraging rot. Humidity also plays a major role. Insufficient humidity leads to wilting, while excess humidity promotes mold. Under optimal conditions, cured sweet potatoes can be stored for more than 6 months. After curing, they must be kept in a cool, dark place to prevent sprouting. Prolonged storage at temperatures above 15 degrees Celsius can trigger sprouting, which is why some growers lower humidity before washing and packing to firm the skin. Yield outcomes depend on variety, climate, soil health, and management practices. Under good conditions, farms can produce between 150 and 350 bushels, 50 pounds each, of U.S. No. 1 roots, the preferred grade for fresh markets. Ideally, 50 to 60% of the harvest qualifies as No. 1, giving a total of 300 to 700 bushels per acre. Remaining roots are sorted into smaller canners, sized 1.5 to 2 inches, and larger jumbos, more than 3.5 inches in diameter. In southern growing regions with favorable weather and irrigation, yields may reach 800 to 1,000 bushels per acre. Most sweet potatoes in the U.S. are grown for fresh market consumption. Around 30% are canned, and smaller amounts are processed into dehydrated flakes or frozen products. Fresh market roots undergo strict grading based on shape, smoothness, size, and freedom from defects to ensure consumers receive high-quality product. The massive annual sweet potato harvest highlights the expertise and dedication of American farmers who manage every step from soil preparation and slip development to harvesting, curing, and storage. Thanks to their effort, homes across the country enjoy sweet potatoes in countless dishes, especially during Thanksgiving and other seasonal celebrations. Their commitment to careful cultivation guarantees a steady supply of nutritious, flavorful sweet potatoes for millions of people. And that brings us to the end of our detailed look at how the United States produces 1.7 million tons of sweet potatoes annually. Until next time, take care and goodbye.